Donna Randall was a dominant cross-country and track athlete in our area from 1972 to 1975. Upon graduation, she took her talents to Brandeis University in Waltham and was selected to the All-Greater Boston Colleges team and the All-New England squad. She was a pioneer as a proud member of the first girls cross-country and track teams at AHS, and while her accomplishments were many, she was always excited by the efforts of her teammates and cheered them on the top of her lungs. In cross-country, under the tutelage of longtime coach Pat Paletta, Donna won all the regular season dual meets in her junior and senior seasons and held the home cross-country course record. She served as team captain her senior year, and AHS won the Cape Ann League Championship. Donna won the Exeter, New Hampshire Invitational Meet, a competition that was considered an equivalent to the New Hampshire State Meet that year. She also won both the Massachusetts Northern Area and Governor Dummer Invitational Regional Meets. On the Massachusetts state level, she placed 6th her junior year and 5th her senior year and was named to the Massachusetts Cross Country All-Star team. In track, she also excelled. She won all the regular season dual meets in the 880-yard run in her 4 years at AHS and served as team captain her senior year. Donna was named MVP in 1973, 1974, and 1975. When she graduated, she held the AHS records in the 880-yard run, 80-yard low hurdles, high jump, and as a member of the 880-yard medley team. Her 880-yard run school record still stands today. On the regional level, she was selected as the Haverhill Invitational Top Female Athlete and the WNBP Outstanding Athlete. In Massachusetts, Donna twice won the Division III 880-yard run championship and was 3rd overall in the state. To cap her senior season, she drew national recognition as she was named Athlete of the Year by Coach and Athlete magazine and was named to the high school All-American team. Coach Dave Bailey shared the following: Donna was a great athlete for Amesbury High School. In my opinion, she was the most talented distance runner I have ever seen in Amesbury High School history. It wasn't just her ability as a runner, it was her work ethic and her training regimen, determination, and persistence during the events in which she competed. She holds the record in the 880-yard run, but most times she won easily. You notice the real competitiveness in the 4x440 relay. She would be running the anchor leg and be behind by 40 or 50 yards or more. She would just track the runner down and win the relay most of the time. I wish she had run the 2-mile and the mile in track. I believe she would have set records in these events during her time. Coach Bailey also shared a family story that was summarized as follows. Even today, if you are racing against her, don't be wearing purple shorts or a maroon and gold uniform. You have no chance of beating her. Teammate Sue Derbyshire offered her perspective. I gained skill and confidence in the different events by watching and learning from Donna. Her patience and encouragement of me and the rest of our teammates was inexhaustible. She taught me how to run in spike shoes, make a handoff while running, full speed, and throw my body up and over a high bar. Little did we know how useful those skills would be out in the adult world of work. Donna's focus and determination were a joy to experience. Watching her run was a highlight of our high school meets. Few runners, either male or female, could beat her. What should be added to the record are the lessons she helped share and shared with us. Teamwork and looking out for one another are equally important to the outcome of the race. Congratulations to inductee Donna Randall, class of 1975.
With her presenter, her brother Dave, Donna Randall.
Folks that know me will know that public speaking is not one of my favorite things. So you're going to have to indulge me here. I want to make sure that, I've got a supportive crowd out there, and the most supportive people are AHS alum. And the way that you identify them is you stand up here and you say, "Come on, red, come on, white." And they respond, "I'm home." Since being told that I'd been nominated for this honor, I'd had time to think about those times and ruminate, think about all the fun and the friends and the teammates and what a wonderful experience it was to run here at Amesbury High School, but also to think about how important it was for my life. Not just that you get your name in the paper and you end up with this really cool plaque on your high school wall, but I don't think I'm exaggerating to say that running really influenced the trajectory of my life. I was somewhat successful here, and it led to my being recruited to run in college. And in college, I made friends and connections, which led to my first job. And at that second job, or that first job, friends and connections that led to the second. And the second job turned into a 35-year career. And if not for the program that was here, and if not for that recruitment, not quite sure where I'd be. Now, my husband told me I should not get up here and tell 42-year-old stories because, you know, they're old and most people will be bored by them. So, that story about the giant puddle at the end of the track in Pentucket, did I go to the outside and give up that inside corner and let somebody else beat me? Or did I run right through the middle of it and soak everybody behind me? I guess you'll never know. And the time that Pat Paletta, who was our distance coach, a man who believed to the bottom of his soul in sportsmanship and respecting your opponent, the day that he came up to me after a race and put his hand on my arm and said, "Thank you for winning today." I guess you'll never know why he said that, because my husband says it's boring. But what he didn't say is that I couldn't take this opportunity to say thank you. Not just to the committee that puts on this wonderful set of events and supports this wonderful institution, but thank you to the folks that made all of it possible for me. Of course, I suppose I start with Mom and Dad, who put together the genetics that gave me long Bailey legs and an aerodynamic Randall nose. Because without those two things, I'd just be an also-ran. But there are other folks who made choices that were important to me. People like Doug Wood, who was the athletic director at the time, pre-Title IX. Nobody could come in and say, "Doug, you gotta start a track program." And I'm sure as athletic director, he could have come up with 100 reasons to say no. Blah, blah, budget, blah, blah, no coach, blah, blah, not enough students who were interested. And instead he said yes. And it opened a door for me, and I ran through it. Thank you, Doug. And then there was Fran Girgenti. She was our first girls track coach here at Amesbury High School. Promised the princely sum of $1, which, by the way, Doug, she said she never got. For the princely sum of $1 was asked to be the girls track coach. She could have come up with 100 reasons to say no. Instead, she went out with us in the rain and the cold and the heat and the smell of the silage wafting off of Woodsome Farm. And we were not allowed on the track in those days, so she had us run around the parking lot and around the town park. And when we could get to the track because the boys were away, she showed us field events out of a book. But she showed up every day, and she kept that door open, and I ran right through it. And I wish you were here tonight, because I'd like to say thank you. And then there was our Gail Kelleher, the next Amesbury girls track coach, who says she knew nothing about track. She stood up there going, "I wonder what I do next." But Gail, you know what? You kept that door open, And as an adult and a professional, I know how hard it is to be asked to do something that you don't feel quite ready to do. And you just gotta. Thank you for showing up every day and keeping that door open. And for boys head coach Dave Bailey, also my brother-in-law, who, when he took over the boys program, welcomed the girls on the track without hesitation and enfolded us into a program so that we received coaching in the field events and coaching on the track. And I have to say, Dave Bailey, your spring workouts, your spring conditioning workouts just about killed me. But thank you for treating us not like a bunch of cupcakes, not like a bunch of princesses that were gonna melt or implode in the rain, but like athletes who were there to work and to sweat and to strive and to strain and to achieve. Thank you. And then finally, Coach Pat Paletta, who was our distance coach and also the coach of the cross-country team. Pat was an old school coach, and I've often described him as somebody that should have been cast in an after-school special. He wasn't about just yelling about splits and run faster and jump higher and throw farther and nah. He also believed that coaching was an opportunity for character development. And his most important message, I think, was that every day was your race with yourself, and every day set a personal record. Be not just the best athlete you can be, but the best student, the best friend, the best family member, the best citizen. Be your best. It was a wonderful lesson. I'm glad he taught it, and periodically I hear his voice in my ear. Those moments when I want to give up. So Pat Paletta, whatever corner of the cosmos you occupy now, I thank you. I also thank my brother Dave for nominating me for this committee, for believing that I was worthy. As you can tell, I recognize I didn't do that on my own. I put my right foot in front of my left foot, in front of my right foot, in front of my left foot. Not hard. Fast, but not hard. But I thank you for the honor of this induction into this Hall of Fame. I feel that by honoring me, you honor everybody that helped me, and for that, I sincerely thank you. So come on red, come on white, come on Amesbury, fight, fight, fight. Come on white, come on red, come on Amesbury. Yes, thank you.